Let's see. Oh boy. All right, people. How's it going? Gotta share this on the internet to make sure everyone can see it. Make sure you can hear me too. I guess I should check my audio settings. It says I'm making noise, so that's good. All right, give me just a second. Almost ready. Almost ready, and we should be good. Let me get back to the stream so I can read the comments. Hello to everyone. I'm about to get to the comments. We're almost there. Live chat. There we are. And hello, David. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. We're going to laugh at myself tonight. Or I'm going to laugh at myself. You guys are going to laugh at me with me. We are going to go back to February and watch my 2022 preseason prediction of everything. Playoffs, champion, race winners. I need a sheet of paper so I can properly check and X things. Let me get that real quick. This will literally take 2 seconds. I got a little notebook here, thankfully, that I will check everything I get right and wrong down. We're just going to go to the middle of the book. Got it. Let me pull up my... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Make sure this is it. This is the right thing right here. All right. Let's laugh at me. We're about to open up the screen. The laptop is screaming because I don't stream on this thing very much anymore. And we are about to roll here. So let's do it. Yay. All right. I haven't live streamed in this thing, so you guys got to tell me the audio works, okay? I don't know how loud this is going to be, so if it's loud, I apologize. All right. Let's see here. Skip ads. And, oh, I'm on the phone. I guess I need volume. Can you guys hear the video? Can you hear it?
Super Bowl? Who cares about the Super Bowl? No.
Can I get an audio? Everyone good on audio? Can I get a thumbs up? Some type of... The audio is not broken? I guess I could just turn it up myself.
You know what the Super Bowl means? It means 1 week from now. You know what the Super Bowl means? It means 1 week.
All right. Okay. So the audio is indeed working. All right. We're good. Okay. Hello. I like donuts and NASCAR. That's a good name. Who doesn't like donuts and who doesn't like NASCAR? Anyways. All right. I don't have a red pen, so pink highlighter is gonna have to do with the X's, and I guess we'll do checks with this here blue highlighter. All right, time to laugh at myself. Let's watch my preseason predictions. We've already been going on a couple minutes here. I got the chat pulled up, so you guys, if you want to say something dumb or say that I'm dumb, you tell me in the chat. If I do something smart, you tell me I'm smart in the chat. If you want to give your opinion, if you're shocked or not on what actually happened, we'll talk about it. Let's laugh at myself.
NASCAR people.
Oh my. Okay. We put some graphics in there.
That's right.
Wow.
NASCAR is back next Sunday, a week from today. The Super Bowl, no one cares about the Super Bowl.
It's true. No one cares about the Super Bowl. Anyone here care about the Super Bowl? I don't.
NASCAR is more important, for sure.
All right, let's skip this intro.
2 days, fine positions will be for that, but we're not going to talk about only the Daytona 500. 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season. We're going to look at the schedule. We're going to
Yep.
the new teams. We're going to see a brand new race car 2022 full season. Let's look at it. The first thing we're going to look at is
someone identified all this for me. I guess it was YouTube.
Highly anticipated for
yep, the next gen car. All right. Talking point number one. I know it's not a prediction, but we got to talk about the next gen car. Highly anticipated coming into this year. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone wanted to know what it was going to do. The racing product itself, on the intermediates especially, was thrilling. It was fun. Las Vegas, Kansas, Charlotte. It was great stuff. Then the safety issues hit. Kurt Busch gets hurt. Alex Bowman gets hurt. Cody Ware gets hurt. And suddenly everyone doesn't like the next-gen car because it causes injuries. But NASCAR is working on a solution. But next-gen car, big topic of the year. Just wanted to quickly talk about that. And how the fan base quickly turned on it. All right. The next-gen car. Yeah. Details. More details.
I guess that's the word. This page is a notes of what we're going to talk about. Let's look at the next-gen car. Some of the things I'm going to talk about. So usually
get out of here, Ad.
Just to be able to build, buy
new parts. Yeah. 3 or 4 teams got penalized for new parts being changed. Kevin Harvick, Michael McDowell, Brad Keselowski all got hit with major penalties, and then Eric Jones and Ty Dillon got hit with minor penalties compared to what the other guys got for changing the parts. So don't mess with the new parts. In conclusion, let's go. What's this? Gears? Oh, yeah, we got a sequential gearbox, I guess. New track. Ooh, yeah, let's talk about Gateway, I guess. If this would load.
First, we only had 2 new tracks this season, and one of them has already been used for the...
Oh, yeah, I guess this was after the Coliseum. So Coliseum was a fun race. It was unique. Gateway was an all-right race. The biggest story there was the Chastain versus Elliott versus Hamlin whole thing. Other than that, I don't remember much about it, if we're being honest, other than eventual champion Joey Logano would win. All right, new teams. What do I have to say? Who's new? Who was the new teams? Who were the new teams?
But yeah, that's the new
I kind of
track.
forgot who the new teams were.
New track. Once we get to the playoffs, I'll tell you the new playoff schedule, so stick around for that. But next,
stick
we're
around.
going to go to some new race teams. That's right. Last year, we saw some big new teams with 2311 and Trackhouse.
Mm-hmm.
We also saw Live Fast Motorsports.
All right.
This year, we have some new teams, not as big as, Michael Jordan or
Get to it.
teams, but there are some big names behind some of these teams, or even in the car. Team Hesselberg.
Oh, yeah.
By 2 drivers.
Team Hesselberg.
500, it will be 1997 Formula 1.
Yeah, Villeneuve. He was the best result of the year. He got like 22nd or something. Other than that, they were back markers. Cars fell apart for Kvyat, who surprisingly came into the sport. I was really happy to see that. And as for Hesselman, he had a couple good runs, but it was still like 30th because the car is it was trash.
And then also Loris Hesselmans. He's
Loris
the master,
Hesselmans.
and I believe a couple other people. It's going to be number 27. It's going to be a Ford. Part-time schedule, so we won't see them.
The money team, I forgot about them. Petty GMS, they ended up having a great year. Didn't make the playoffs, but
then we have the team that
we thought big changes. What does this mean?
Has 2 charters. One of them will be driven full-time by 2019 Cup winner Justin Haley.
Oh yeah, big changes like driver changes. Brad Keselowski going to the 6, that kind of thing. Rick Ware. Why did I talk about Rick Ware Racing for so long? I got to go back and see why I talked about Rick Ware Racing for 4 minutes. There's got to be something interesting here, right?
They have been the meme of NASCAR.
They have been the meme of NASCAR. They still are the meme of NASCAR.
But how will they do this season? Will this SHR Alliance really make...
Oh my God, I forgot that they had an SHR Alliance. Oh no. I forgot that Rick Ware Racing had an alliance with SHR. Man, that went... I guess that didn't go well. Yeah, oof. I guess I can make this full screen. I didn't really think about that option. But yeah, that's... that didn't go well, I guess. Let's go on to predictions. All right, here we go. Predictions. Let's get the tail end of Rick Ware. All right, let's get ready to laugh. Well, okay, there's an ad. Hold on. Let's watch the ad about State Farm. Is that it? No, I don't want YouTube TV. I've told you multiple times I don't want YouTube TV. Skip ad. Ooh, F1.
Time for some predictions.
Predictions!
Let's do some predictions. First up, we're going to do some of the majors of NASCAR.
Okay, the majors.
I predict the majors, and I predict the new tracks.
All right. For those of you who just got here, I got 2 highlighters because I don't have a red pen. So I got this notebook here. We're going to put just checks and X's. We're just counting them up. This means I got it wrong. This is a pink highlighter. There's going to be a lot of this. Blue means I got it right. I don't expect to use this a lot. Let's see. Pocono Crazy Race. Yes, we will talk about Pocono and the disqualification.
One of the new tracks has already happened.
Yep.
So I can't re-predict that. Actually, I am. I think Joey Logano is going to win the Clash.
Great prediction.
Man, there you go.
All right. Joey Logano winning the Clash. Let's check that. Just kidding. This was after the fact.
But as for the Daytona 500, you'll see my pick for that next week. So be ahead and go.
I know I didn't pick Austin Cindric, by the way. So I'm not going to put that as an X because I didn't predict it in this video. But I know I didn't pick Austin Cindric.
Go ahead and look forward to that when I do my Daytona 500 preview. As for the other majors, I actually didn't write this down. I'm doing this off the top of my head. We got the Coca-Cola 600 in May. Who is going to win that one? That is a great question. I'm going to go with Kevin Harvick.
Oh, nope.
Kevin
Harvick did not win the Coca-Cola 600. That was won by Denny Hamlin, and what a race that was. A great race. Crazy finish. And Chris Buescher flipped in the Coca-Cola 600. That was the time, but we have our first pink X. 0 for 1. Let's continue.
Is really good. And the 600, he's won it a couple times, so why not Kevin Harvick? Kevin Harvick wins 600. As for the other majors, the Southern 500, let's go with Kyle Larson. He's gotten really close.
Okay. Great pick, because Larson's always good at Darlington, but he has never won there. I swear, he's never going to win there because every time he has something go wrong. This year was the engine. But at least it was a fun winner. Eric Jones for Petty GMS. They've had a fantastic year. Would have been top 15 in the points if it wasn't for the playoffs. And they got themselves a win at Darlington in the Southern 500. 0 for 2 on predictions. Let's see how wrong I am.
Quite a few times. Kyle Larson,
yeah.
He can win everywhere in any race car. I think he finally wins at Darlington. He got really close last year. And probably before that. He's gotten really close, but I think he wins the Southern 500. And then it used to be the Brickyard 400, so we'll do the Bristol Night Race for that sub. Bristol Night Race, Kyle Busch. Because Kyle Busch is really good at Bristol.
Instead, it was Kyle Busch getting eliminated at Bristol. Oh my gosh. Because their cars just couldn't stay together after he announced he was leaving RCR for RCR. Who would have predicted that at the beginning? I guarantee you, the person in this video, when he was filming it, he did not think Kyle Busch would be leaving Joe Gibbs Racing, especially for RCR. Guarantee you that. Definitely did not pick Chris Buescher. 0 for 3. I don't think I predicted 19 winners either. We'll see.
So, those are my major picks for the major races in NASCAR, the crown jewels, if you will. But yeah, if there's any other races you want me to pick right now, put them down in the comments and I will guess. I will do my best guessing months in advance. Anyways, I got some playoff predictions here. You want to see them?
Oh boy.
Let's look at them.
Playoff predictions. All right. How many of the 16? What's the over-under on 16 that I get right? I'm going to go with 10. I think I got more than 10. I'm going to put the number at 10. Let's see. I'm going to put a comment. Can't you make polls in this thing? Can you? No? I thought you could. Anyways, do I get more than 10 playoff driver predictions correct? Comment yes or no. That was my second account. I thought I was on my main account. Apparently not. Well, anyways, I guess go. I'm going to go to my main account because maybe that's why I couldn't make a poll. Whew, hold on. Give me a second. I know, I'm very slow at this. I really hope it lets me make a poll now. Does it? It does not. That's upsetting. Anyways, do you think I get more than 10 playoff drivers correct? Question mark. Yes or no? Let's see. David thinks wrong, as in like under 10. I don't blame you because I think this is going to go wrong. Let's see how it goes.
Spots in the NASCAR playoffs. Who's going to make them? I got some locks, some guys who I am very confident will make the playoffs, and I would be quite shocked if they did not make it. Last year, my playoff predictions,
I know one of the guys who's going to be in the locks category. I know he didn't make it. Embarrassment incoming.
14 out of 16 correct, and the two I got wrong were Reddick and Briscoe, and instead...
So, you hear that? Last year, I had 14 of the 16 right. I think I'm definitely going to be under that, but you never know.
It was McDowell and Almirola, so hopefully I can do better this year. There's room for improvement, so hopefully I can do that. But this year, it could be unpredictable.
Oh, boy.
It could be some weird...
9. Matt thinks 9. Oh, boy.
There's a lot of changes that have happened with the cars and
stuff. All right,
so
get on with it.
0 for 16. That's a possibility. I hope that's not the case, but let's look at who I have locked into the NASCAR playoffs. Let's look at this. I have 11 guys in this locked category.
Oh, boy.
Surprisingly, 11. That is the 400 Motorsports drivers of Kyle Larson.
Hey, the 400 guys. Let's go. It's the first time we get to use the blue marker tonight. We are 0 for 3 on the majors. So, glad on the 16 drivers, I get to put the 400 guys. 2, 3, 4. All right, we got a quarter of the playoff field already correct. How about that? We're 25% there. So, let's go. All right.
Elliott, William Byron, and
David also thinks 9.
Joe Gibbs Racing drivers of Kyle Busch.
Oh, boy.
Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell.
Okay, but at the same time, who didn't see Martin Truex? Who did see Martin Truex Jr. missing the playoffs? If you honestly saw Truex missing the playoffs, you should go buy some lottery tickets because that is a miracle. No one saw that coming. Nobody. Martin Truex Jr. would have made the playoffs in the old format or the non-winning year in, but that doesn't count because we're talking about what actually happened. I didn't see that coming. If you did, it's a miracle. I can't believe it happened. That was shocking. Only 3 of 4 checks for Joe Gibbs Racing. So that is 1, 2, 3. And a big fat X for Martin Truex Jr. for missing the playoffs. And that's disappointing. So, out of the 8 I have predicted so far, we are 7 of the 8, with that one being 2017 champion Martin Truex Jr. missing the playoffs. I don't know how. What happens if he picked Kurt Busch? That's a good question. I'm not just saying this because I want to give myself credit, but no one would have predicted him getting injured, and he would have made the playoffs with his win. So I think that's a check. I think that's a waiver. We'll just call it. It's not next because he got hurt. It's also not check because he got hurt. So we'll just do 15 instead of 16, I guess, if I got Kurt Busch in there, which I honestly might have. I can't remember.
Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and the 11th lock is Kevin Harvick.
Okay, so we put Blaney and Logano in there. That was smart. And Harvick. Harvick was not looking good for a bit. He had to win with 4 races to go in the playoffs. He won 2 straight. He was 80 points behind the cutoff. But that ended up being a good call. So on the 11 locks I had, the guys entering the season, there were 11 people, and I said they are making the playoffs. No questions asked. There is nothing short of a miracle that could have these guys miss the playoffs. And I missed one. I said Martin Truex Jr., no way on God's green earth. There would have to be a meteor hitting the earth to have Martin Truex Jr. miss the playoffs. And Martin Truex Jr. missed the playoffs. Because a bunch of people won. Because Austin Cindric won. Chase Briscoe won. Daniel Suarez won. Ross Chastain won. Guys we didn't see getting wins. Win. 10 of 11 so far. So hey. That means I said over under 10. We're right at 10. Some of you guys said 9, so let's go. All right. Let's see here.
Those are the 11 guys I am very confident will make the playoffs.
Yep.
Those are the top teams. The top teams are going to rise to the top. That's fact.
I was right on that.
You may change the rules. You may change the car.
Yep.
You may change the parts, the supplier of the parts, but the best teams are usually going to still be the best teams. There's a reason they're the best. So I expect the best teams to still be on the top.
And that was accurate for the most part. I mean, look at the championship 4. Except for Trackhouse, they were one of the big beneficiaries of the next-gen car. It was Penske, Gibbs, and Hendrick. They've locked out the championship 4 for the last few years, with maybe an appearance from SHR every once in a while. 2021, it was Larson, Elliott, Truex, and Hamlin. Gibbs and Hendrick. 2020, it was Elliott, Hamlin, Keselowski when he was at Penske, and Logano. Those are usually the teams that make it to the championship 4. So I was kind of right there. I'm going to give myself a check for that. Just because I'm proud of myself for that one. Check. Let's go back to more wrong predictions.
These drivers with the best teams to still make the playoffs with no stress, no problems.
There were some problems for Truex.
Those are the 11. As for the final 5 spots 12 through 16, I kid you not, I have 14 guys written down. 14 drivers.
That was a good choice to have so many people contending, because I wasn't sure at the time, and I honestly might have the same situation next year. I don't know who's going to be a lock next year. I had 11 locks this year. I don't think it'll be that many next year with how many competitive teams there are. But oh boy, oh boy.
That means I have 25 contenders for 16 playoff spots.
Oof.
And that's not even including some of the wild card things, like a wacky race winner, a surprise winner like Michael McDowell last year. So the
Ryan Blaney not winning. Yeah, I said no stress for some of the guys in my locks. Ryan Blaney and Truex, they were both stressed. Blaney only made the playoffs by 2 points, so he was extremely stressed there at the end of Daytona. And of course, Truex missed the playoffs. So I was very wrong on Truex making it, and I was also wrong on Blaney making it stress-free, but he finished second in the regular season points and almost missed the playoffs. Who would have thought?
Possibilities here are quite stunning. They really are. Let's look through them. I'm just going to list them, and then we'll talk about them. Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, Justin Haley, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe, Cole Custer, Eric Almirola, Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace, Harrison Burton. Those are the guys I have for those last 4 spots. So let's look at who's going to be in there. The first one I want to put in is Tyler Reddick.
Oh, let's go. Got Tyler Reddick right. Good job. Good check mark there. He had a breakout season. 3 wins on the year. Got eliminated in the first round, yes, which was disappointing. But in what ended up being his last year at RCR, which no one saw coming, he broke out and had 3 wins. Road America, Indianapolis Road Course, and Texas. Led a ton of laps this year, different types of tracks. He looked fantastic. And now he's going to 23-11, which, once again, nobody predicted. Let's see who else I had. So right now we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of 12 guys I've gotten right in the playoffs.
I think this is going to be his breakout year. He's shown in the past couple of years how good he is. He's a
Genius.
2-time Xfinity Series champion. He's come close to winning some races in the Cup Series, has competed for wins.
I'm a genius.
This year, I think, is the year he gets it done. And I don't think it happens once. I think it happens 2 or 3 times. I think he gets 2 or 3 wins.
Look at that!
I think RCR gives him a capable car. He's
Let's go.
A very talented driver. I think Tyler Reddick is in the playoffs with wins. I think he makes the playoffs on wins, plural.
He had 2 entering the playoffs. I'm proud of that one. Let's go.
Put him in. That's a lock. I thought about putting him in the automatic, but he missed it last year. And no, did he make it? Yeah, he made it last year. Yeah, he made it on points. So, anyways, I think he makes it. He was on the bubble last year. But, yeah, I think Reddick makes it. Next up, this one, I consider putting it a lot because of the team, but he is still a rookie, so we can't quite lock him in. But Austin Cindric.
Let's go. I had Austin Cindric in there. Let's put another check mark. I didn't have him winning the 500. I don't know what I'm about to say. I might have said he's going to win a race. I might say he might squeak in. I don't know what I said.
Cindric's a very talented driver, and he's going to one of the best teams in the Cup Series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect him to severely struggle. I expect him to be up front competing for wins pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Especially with all the road courses and considering how good he is at road courses, I expect him to be competing for wins at road courses. So, Austin Cindric, I expect him to make the playoffs with his two Penske teammates. He'll be in.
So he won quickly. He won the Daytona 500. But other than that, it was a little bit of an up and down year for Cindric. Obviously the win, but he did have some top 5 runs at road courses. But outside of that, it was a bit of a struggle for him. He made the round of 12, if I remember correctly. He had a decent year for a rookie, but his teammate did win the championship too. So, really good rookie year considering he won the Daytona 500.
Next up, I'm gonna have a 23-11 driver in the playoffs this year, but it might not be the one you expect. I think Kurt Busch makes the playoffs.
All right, so I did have Kurt Busch in the playoff. Matt recommended that we put in a half point. I guess we'll do a half check. I mean, he would have made the playoffs. At the same time, he still technically didn't. But the injury, who could have predicted? I think we got to put like a pencil. Pencil. Oh, that pencil's not. Oh my. Oops. None of these. We're gonna put like just a little mark right there because Kurt would have made the playoffs if it wasn't for his injury. So that's gonna be like a exempt. All right.
Busch, he's a champion. He's improved every team he's been to over the past few years. The guy can drive a race car. I mean, he's a Cup champion. Come on now.
Yep.
But, I think we saw 23-11 at the peak last year. At their best moments, they could compete for race wins. In fact, they won a race. So I think that is definitely a possibility. But we did see growing pains there for sure where they struggled. They were probably a 17th to 20th place car last year. But they did have their moments where they showed speed. They did have their moments where they were in the top 10 based off pure speed. And I think Kurt Busch can take full advantage of that. I think he makes the playoffs.
Good call.
Next up, this one might surprise some people, but
oh boy.
I think Ross Chastain makes the playoffs.
Oh! That's another check mark. All right, good job. I picked him to win COTA. Like, the instant 2021 COTA happened, Ross Chastain was like top 5 with Ganassi. And he would have won if that race went green. I was like, he's winning 2022. I might say it in here. I was convinced he was winning 2022 COTA before the year, which was just like extremely out there, I know. But I'm proud of that prediction. I'm going to see if I see it after I get the sip of water. Don't forget to hydrate, people. Very important.
Chastain is a really good race car driver, and last year on the road courses especially, he impressed me. He led laps. He was in the top 5. To this day, I'm going to say this as many times as I can. If that race at COTA doesn't get shortened by the rain, I think Ross Chastain wins.
I told you.
I really do. Everyone said Kyle Larson. Yeah, that's understandable. He was arguably the best car that day. That's why I say arguably, because I would argue that Chastain was better that day.
Yep.
I think he had a better car. I think he was driving better. He was in the top 5 all day. If Chastain can have that kind of car and race like that on a road course or somewhere else, I think Chastain can get into the playoffs with a win. That's right. Ross Chastain in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Trackhouse's first playoff appearance. So, I got the 2 new guys.
I'm so proud of that call. I even said it, the road courses. He's so good at the road courses. He was so good last year. He should have won COTA if that went green. I can't remember if it was Road America or Indy that he got a top 5. He got a top 5 at another one. Oh, man, I'm so proud of that. That was a good call. Thank you. So, I did put the check mark. So, right now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12, 13 out of 15 with the exception of Kurt. I think I counted that right. I could have miscounted. Math is hard.
23-11 in Trackhouse, making it over the old guys. Yep, that's right. Next up for the 16th and final playoff spot. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Austin Dillon, a 3-time Cup Series winner? Is it going to be Justin Haley, a Cup Series winner? Is it going to be NASCAR champion, now owning a team, Brad Keselowski?
I'm scared.
Is it going to be Eric Almirola in his final season? Is it going to be Daniel Suarez or Bubba Wallace, 2 young guys with new teams trying
Make the pick.
to lead their team to the playoffs?
Oh my gosh.
Or will it be someone else? Let's find out. For the 16th and the final spot in the 2022 playoffs, according to me, it's going to be Chase Briscoe.
Oh my goodness. I have been so confident in Briscoe ever since watching him in Xfinity. I had him in the playoffs as a rookie and he missed, obviously. And I still had that high on him. And I didn't know who I was I kind of forgot who I picked there, but check mark. So out of the 16, I only missed 1. Because Kurt would have made it if he wasn't hurt. And Truex missed. I was one Austin Dillon stupid win away from getting all 16 right. And a Kurt Busch injury, I guess. I'm very proud of myself right now. I don't think you guys understand. I came into this thinking I was only going to get 10 right with all the different winners and stuff. I thought I put Chastain in, but I wasn't sure. I didn't think I put Kurt in, honestly. Briscoe, I couldn't remember if I put him in. If I had to guess, I would have guessed the 4 Hendrick, the 4 Gibbs, the 3 Penske, Harvick. I might have thrown Chastain in there. I might have put Bubba in there, honestly. I don't know, but 14 out of 15 is not bad. Because Kurt, that whole situation is completely different. It's completely out there. Speaking of the Kurt Busch bobblehead moment. Got this at Texas a few years ago. They're handing out for free. So, anyways, I hope Kurt's better. Speaking of. Hope he is doing all right. But, seriously, if Austin Dillon doesn't win that race, if Tyler Reddick doesn't play the team game and passes Dillon there, I get every single playoff guy right, technically. I was literally an Austin Dillon win in a concussion away from 16. Yes, I'm proud of myself. I need to buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, I wish. But they don't have those in Alabama. Fun fact of the day.
I struggled with these last couple of spots, but especially...
I shouldn't have struggled. I knew what I was doing. I should have just stuck with it, been confident, and ran. So 2021, I said I got 14 to 16, I think. This year I got 15, or 14 to 15, or 15 to 16, whatever you want to say. How about that? Good job, me. The only one I missed is I had Truex in there, and Austin Dillon ended up messing it up for me. Good job. I'm going to be so happy the rest of the night because my preseason predictions didn't completely suck. I know who I picked for the championship, and that one that ended up sucking. So I spoke too soon, but that didn't completely suck. High five. Good job, me from the past.
The last one, but Chase Briscoe.
Very happy.
He has shown that he is a very good race car
driver. He
is. And I think Stuart Haas is going to be better this year. Stuart Haas Racing struggled last year. They only had 1 win, and it came from Eric Almirola. That was a shocker.
That was.
But I think they come back to being
also,
a good team.
I have, for 4 straight years, I've picked Almirola to miss the playoffs. I'm sorry. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. But then every year he either gets some wacky win or he points his way in because he's Eric Almirola and he just points his way in. I stuck with it. I was like, Almirola is not making the playoffs this year.
and he finally didn't make it. What a time to be alive. Also, he's not actually retiring. Didn't see that coming either.
The top teams again, and I think it's Briscoe getting into the playoffs. Will it be a win? It could be. He's a good road course racer. He's a good short track racer.
Ooh!
And if they give him the car, he could win almost.
He had a few stage wins on road courses, and he'd won at a kind of short track. Phoenix is like kind of hybrid between intermediate and short track. I don't really know what to call it, but my goodness. I should have went insane with this. I should have promoted this more. I didn't realize it would be so good. What a genius.
Almost everywhere.
Second most proud prediction behind the 2020 Chase Elliott Championship. I predicted that preseason. That's still the proudest moment on my channel, predicting that one.
So I think Briscoe gets into the playoffs. I think he's going to take that final spot in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs.
Good job, me.
But, yeah, it was a tough one this year coming up with these playoffs.
Apparently
I mean,
not.
I thought last year was tough, and I think I had 22 guys around that area for the last 6 spots. Well, this year, oh boy, I had 14 drivers for 5 spots, and it was tough to pick that, let me tell you. So, in conclusion, my 16 guys in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs in 2022: Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric, Kurt Busch, Raj Chastain, and Chase Briscoe.
Check.
Those are the 16. So, what's up next, you may ask, in this very long video, but that's what a full season preview is. It's a long video.
It
We're
is.
going to talk about the Final Four.
How long was this
Before
video?
we talk
35:55. I guess my preseason video is always long. You just kind of got to expect that. There's always a lot to talk about in the preseason.
about the Final Four, let's look
Oh, boy.
at the NASCAR Cup Series.
Completely honest, I only know one of the Final Four I predicted preseason. Larson. I honestly, if I had to guess, I think my Final Four preseason was Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, and Logano. Oh, I know I put Logano in there. I put Logano in there because of the trend. He makes it every other year. I was like, Logano's going to make it. He's going to keep the trend going. So I'm confident I put Larson and Logano in there. I think the other two were Elliott and Hamlin. So I guess we'll see.
Series playoff schedule. That's right. Now that we have our 16
Oh, of course.
playoff guys, we have to know
we talked
where
about the
they're
schedule
gonna be racing,
already.
where they're going to get 3 races in the NASCAR Cup.
All right.
And it's the second race in the first.
All right. Yeah. We already went through this.
Playoffs as the middle race in the
All right.
Championship 4. So the Championship 4 is 4 drivers. I
Yep.
know, shocking.
Here we go. We're talking about the Championship 4. So buckle up. This could be rough.
4 drivers. Wow, stunning. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Anyways, here are the 4 guys I have in the Championship 4. Number 1, defending NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson.
I was so proud of who. Oh, I didn't realize I put actually a picture of Larson in this thing. I took that video, by the way. Very proud of that too. Anyways, yeah. I thought that Larson was going to be the first back-to-back champion in this format. I didn't think he was going to follow up the 10-win season with another 10-win season, but he didn't even get eliminated in the round. Like, if he got eliminated in the round of 8, I wouldn't be as like, oh man, shucks, he missed it. But the round of 12, because he missed a corner and slapped the wall, and Christopher Bell got a miracle win. I didn't see that coming. All right, Final Four, 0 for 1. Big pink X. Good job, me. You got that one wrong. Oh Jesus. We're gonna, yeah, get out of here. No one look at the spam. We're reporting spam. We got some reported spam on here. Making sure you guys don't get hacked. Don't get hacked. Never click links that you don't know where they are. Because, yeah. Hold on. We got one more to get rid of.
report. Get out of here. We don't want your spam and your hacking. You're gone. Hacker, loser hacker person. Okay, the last comment says, you doing more live streams this offseason? Also tried to find you at Dega. I was in victory lane for Chase Elliott. Not to get off topic. Yeah, I'll do more live streams if you guys like them. If you guys want me to do more live streams, I will do more live streams. I do enjoy them. But, you know, they're fun. They are fun, for sure. But I guess it's less work than a video because I don't have to edit. I kind of just sit here and talk, and you guys just comment. So it just depends on the turn up and how good the live stream is, you know, with all the comments and stuff. So depends on the turnout. More turnout, more live streams, that kind of thing. As for the Talladega thing, yeah, I was in victory lane. I was actually working victory lane. I was making sure that no fans got into the photographer's stand. It was fun. I had this little gate. I opened it and closed it. Photographers, they got in. A couple fans. One fan did not even ask. Like, it literally says media only, and he saw me open the gate, and he didn't even try to ask if he could go in. He just tried to go in with his Chase Elliott t-shirt, beer in his hand, and I was like, you are not working. You are not a photographer. Stay back here. Please do not cross the line. And then another guy jokingly tried to run in, and I didn't know it was a joke because he looked like he was actually about to sprint in. I kind of slammed the gate closed. I didn't hit him with the gate, but, you know, I definitely scared myself. I think I scared a photographer I let in too, because Talladega was really fun this year. The victory lane celebration was super cool. I didn't think Elliott was gonna win that, but as you can tell by my hat, he did. A lot of fun memories that weekend. I got new Talladega shirts. I wear them every once in a while. Very fun weekend. Had a great time. It was really cool. Let's see. So Larson, that we're 0 for 1 in the Final Four.
Larson will once again make the Final Four. Why? Look at what he did last year. His first year in Hendrick Motorsports Equipment, he obliterated the field. 10 wins.
So bad.
11 if you include the
So
All-Stars.
bad.
Led a
He wasn't. I'm not saying Larson was bad this year. I'm saying I'm so bad for like having so much confidence. I guess he ended up having 3 wins: Homestead, Glen, and Auto Club. Let's see what else I got wrong.
He won a ton of stages. Won the regular season championship.
Also, why is this topic called Ross Chastain? We haven't talked about Ross Chastain for 5 minutes in this video.
Down on Denny Hamlin. They won everywhere. Phoenix, road courses, 1.5 miles. They won everywhere. It was amazing. It was stunning to watch. Like, his first year in Hendrick Motorsports Equipment. His first year. Now, we are in a brand new car, sure, but it's Kyle Larson. He's a very talented race car driver.
Move on.
I think
Move on. Come on.
Next up, speaking of Wheelman, Kyle Busch.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I don't know. What was I doing? Oh, my goodness. I have no defense for this one. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, yikes. I guess I thought new car, Kyle Busch, one of the most talented, and, you know, he'll get in there. Oh. One win that was kind of fluky at Bristol Dirt. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. No, this physically hurts. That is bad. He ended up being terrible this year. Ended up being his last year at JGR, which no one saw coming. And the end was ugly. Cars blowing up in the first round of the playoffs, running 35th at Martinsville. Him and Joe Gibbs not getting along, apparently. Him and the team not getting along, apparently. Just, oof. Yikes. Hurt you? Yeah, I guess it does hurt me that I messed this one up so bad. 0 for 2 on my Final Four. Oh, my gosh. I was so happy about getting so many playoff guys right, and then
absent from the Final Four since his 2019 championship winning season.
Yep, let's hear it.
I think he makes it this year.
Why?
He hasn't been as good as he usually is.
Yeah, so why'd you put him in?
But with a brand new car, you're going to need a wheel man. Kyle Busch is a wheel man. Joe Gibbs is one of the best teams in NASCAR. I think Kyle Busch makes a reappearance into the Final Four. It's been a few years.
That was a bad pick.
Gets back to the Final Four.
You're dumb.
For the next spot, well, according to math, he's going to make it. So I'm going to stick with math here. He only makes it on even numbered years.
All right.
2016,
Let's
2018,
get it confirmation
2020.
first.
Well, he doesn't make it in 2015, 2017, 2019, 2021. So he's bound to make it. Joey Logano.
Let's go. Yes. We got one Final Four guy right in the preseason. Woo. Oh, man. I'm so glad that I looked at math. So glad that I did math there. I'm not a math student. I've never been good at math, but I picked up on that math trend and I stuck with it. And good call, me. You did the math. I don't know. Good job, I guess. He ended up winning the championship, so.
I think he makes the Final Four. I'm sticking with the math, yes, because, I mean, truly it is incredible how he only makes the Final Four on even-numbered years. But also, you know, he's got a pretty momentous start to 2022 by winning the Clash at the Coliseum. But also, he's Joey Logano. He's a Cup Series champion.
He is.
He's
now
races
two-time.
in his career.
Two-time champion.
He's a really good race car driver. For the fourth and final spot, I think this is going to shock some of you guys. Some of you it may not. Some of you it will, though.
Please
I think the fourth and final spot,
Please be Chastain.
Championship 4 for my 2022 NASCAR Cup Series predictions, Ryan Blaney.
What?
I think Blaney has another.
What? Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was thinking in the preseason. Yikes. Wow. Oof. Terrible. Looking back at it, that preseason prediction was terrible. He made it to the round of 8. He had 0 wins. He was top 3, top 4 in the regular season standing. So don't get me wrong, he had a good year, but oof. If I had him in the championship 4, I probably thought he was going to win 4 or 5 races or something, but oof. Kyle Busch, that was a terrible decision. I don't know why I put Kyle Busch in there. He's been terrible. Not terrible, but he's been not his self since 2019. So 2020, 2021, he was not himself. Only had 1 or 2 years wins each of those years. And I, for some reason, thought he was going to explode this year with a bunch of wins. Terrible pick. Larson was understandable, but he got eliminated in the round 12. Didn't see that coming. Got Logano right, so good job there. And then this one, it's more realistic than Kyle Busch was, but still, like, I guess I really expected him to have a breakout year.
Their breakout year, and I think he makes it to the championship 4 for the first time. He's made the round of 8 numerous times. He's in one of the best cars. He had struggled to get multiple wins for years, but last year he finally broke the curse, and he had 3 wins last year. He had back-to-back, in fact, at Michigan and Daytona, but Blaney, he was only getting 1 win a year at Team Penske, which was a little upsetting, I will say. But last year, he finally showed what he could do. He won multiple races. He made it.
Yeah,
to
they
the
followed
round
it
of
up with a
8.
winless season. Good job.
He's made it to the round of 8 before. I think he made it to the round of 8 with the Wood brothers. But I think Blaney finally breaks through and makes it to the Final Four. Gets a few wins next year. So that is my Final Four. Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, and Ryan Blaney. 2 Penske guys and 2 Kyles. So that leads to the next question.
All right.
That question is...
Oh, my. Yikes. Holy yikes. That is a hairdo. Oh, my. I need a haircut. Let's see. So wrong. I believe NRF Productions predicted Truex would miss the playoffs. Oh, my gosh. What? Okay, I guess I'm I'm not I'm crazy thinking that everyone had him in. Well, there was that one person who threw it out there and they ended up being right. Good for you, NRF Productions. All right. If he doesn't crash at Homestead or Vegas, he would have made it to Phoenix. Oh, yeah, Blaney. I forgot he crashed at both those races. So I guess technically you're right, but he still missed. 1 for 4 in the Final Four. That's a little upsetting. I think 2021 I got Truex, Hamlin, and I think I got 3 of the 4 in 21. I didn't have Larson though. I know Truex was my 2021 championship pick. I got close on that one. This year was better in the playoff predictions by 1 or 2, depending on how you count. And the championship for was very much more wrong.
One of these next year. Who's going to get a hat that says NASCAR Cup Series champion, and we'll be wearing it on the stage at Phoenix? So I got some hats here. That's right. You guys know me. I got hats. I did some hat changes today for the first time in a while. But who's it going to be? Who will be the champion in 2022? We look at this first one. Kyle Larson. Can he be the first driver in NASCAR Cup Series history
Kyle
to go
Larson.
back
All right.
repeat winners? Kyle Busch in 2015 ship. Can he get it?
All right. When am I going to make the pick?
Be in. Can he get his third back and win a championship? Could Joey Logano?
All right. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
could he come back in 2022 and potentially beat everyone, I guess? Who knows? Then we got Ryan Blaney.
All right, come
the
on.
last two champions of the Cup Series make their first championship, and he won the championship in Phoenix. Then in 2021, we saw Kyle Larson make his first championship for appearance in Phoenix, and he won it.
Come on.
Ryan Blaney continued that streak of being the first championship for appearance in Phoenix and winning it. Well, I got a hat here, and it's my decision. So, here we go. The 2022 NASCAR Cup Series champion will be none other than...
Look at that bozo. Look how wrong he was. Just gonna big fat X right here on the paper because that was very wrong on that championship pick. I don't know what I was doing there. It's really not a terrible championship pick, but just with what ended up happening, he got eliminated in the round of 12. You're kind of like, what? Tough luck, I guess. I don't know.
Kyle Larson. That's right.
Let's hear the
Kyle
justification.
Larson is going to win his second consecutive NASCAR Cup Series championship. Why, you may ask? It's got to end at some point. I mean, we've had so many years of this format. We have yet to see a back-to-back champion, and I feel like if someone were to do it, it would be Kyle.
So does that mean I have to? I talked about so much in this video. There's got to be a back-to-back champion in this format at some point. Does that mean I got to pick Logano next year? Like, do I? I haven't even. Usually, like preseason, I think about it. I'm like, November, the end of November, I usually have my championship pick, if we're being honest. And I don't have one. I don't have one, honestly. I've thought a lot of different scenarios. I thought about the Logano back-to-back. I've thought, you look at 2014 with Harvick winning the championship with his first year at RCR or at SHR. Could Kyle Busch do the same his first year out of JGR? Could Reddick shock the world? I don't know. But let's see. I was wrong right with you. I had 5-2 if it makes you feel better. Once again, it's not a terrible pick. Like preseason, it wasn't a terrible pick. It's just that what ended up happening makes it look a little bit worse. Obviously, he made the playoffs. He got out of that first round. He missed that first round, or if he got out in the first round, it would have been more embarrassing. But the fact that he got out in the second round, and there was 2 tracks that he's the defending winner at, and road courses he was still really good at this year, and the fact that he finished Talladega that's what makes it extremely disappointing for me. So bad pick, I guess, or wrong pick, not terrible.
Larson. We saw how good he was last year.
All right. Do I talk about anything else?
The Gen 6 Larson is a very champion on the top.
We paused it. Okay. Okay, look at this. That sheet is probably sitting somewhere in this room. I don't know where, but let's look at it again, shall we? Kyle Busch, number 8, first year was RCR 2023. I'm already predicting. Ooh, that's bold. It's bold, but I like bold. So I had Larson. Here were my locks in the playoffs. As we said, I got 14 out of 15 right because we're going to give Kurt Busch a little waiver because
No one would have predicted his champion or him getting hurt. So that's that's an exception, I guess. But that I mean, that's just so tough to predict. No one thought that this car would be dangerous. Larson, Elliott, Byron, Bowman, those were all correct. Kyle Busch was correct. Hamlin was correct. Truex was wrong. I still can't believe he missed. Bell was correct. Logano, Blaney, Harvick was correct. Those were my locks. I only missed one of my locks. And then I actually got everything right except for Kurt, technically. Exchanged Kurt for Dylan, I guess, or whoever. But I ended up, or Suarez, I guess. But I got Reddick right. I got Cindric right. Chastain I got right. And I got Briscoe right. So honestly, on the playoff side of things, I actually did really good. Picking my playoff grid. I got 14 right. It would have been 15 if Kurt doesn't get hurt, obviously. Just the only thing I didn't get was Truex missing. That was a shock to everyone. You can see on the side there, those are all the guys I thought could make it. Reddick, Dillon, Haley, Brad, Busher, Cindric, Briscoe, Custer, Almirola, Chastain, Suarez, Kurt, Bubba, Burton. Bubba ended up getting a race win this year. Suarez made the playoffs and got a race win. Almirola and Custer both had bad years. Busher got a win this year. He had a great year, but he still missed the playoffs. Brad had a terrible year. That was a good call to leave him out. Haley had a decent year. He really picked it up at the end of the season, though. And Dillon ended up making the playoffs with a win. As for the Final Four, oh my goodness, it was very wrong. Larson, Kyle Busch, and Blaney were all wrong, Kyle Busch being the most wrong. And I ended up picking Kyle Larson as my champion, and that's a tough one. Cody Ware, 2023 Cup Series champion. We can all hope and dream. If that happens, I will turn this channel into a Cody Ware Stan channel and only make those fan cams of Cody Ware for the rest of my YouTube life. But let's see. Do I say anything else in this video?
On the top.
I don't think I do.
But that's it. My full 2022.
All right, I think that's it.
Predictions.
Let's see. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna say that's it. Not as embarrassing as I thought. Honestly, really not as embarrassing as I thought. I thought that was gonna be much worse. So, in conclusion, I got all three of the majors I picked wrong. Daytona 500, I know I got wrong. I got something right. I don't know why I checked it. I got 14 playoff drivers right with Kurt Busch. Would have been right, but he was hurt. I got one of the Final Four right, which was Joey Logano, and I massively missed the champion. So the playoffs were good. The Final Four was really bad. What can I say? I don't know what to say. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, had a good time laughing at me, my bad predictions. I've seen a couple people say wrong, very wrong. David said so wrong. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed me failing. If you have not, make sure to go back and watch my F1 recap. We talked about the F1 race today at Brazil. It was an eventful one. We had some 2021 moments with Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. George Russell got his first win, and we had some teammate controversy with Checo and Max. Don't know what Max was doing there. He's still salty about a qualifying session in May when he has 14 wins this season. Anyways, I'm not going to get salty over it because whatever. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you whenever